how do you know if you have a rare air quarter? In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to make sure you're not missing any rare air quarter worth potentially thousands of dollars. Welcome back to Old Money Prices. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rare coins and paper money, start now by subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss anything. Let's jump right into the video. Up first, we have a 1970D 25-cent Washington quarter that is missing a clad layer graded by Annex MS65. So essentially what you're looking at here is an unplated copper core of the Washington quarter here. So it's just missing a layer on top of the quarter that we're used to seeing. So if you have a quarter and it looks like this, it looks almost like a penny with the copper tone to it, you could have something pretty rare. And this coin, this one 25-cent quarter, sold for $138. Up next, we have a 1988D, the D standing for the Denver Mint where this coin was minted. 25-cent Washington quarter with the obverse, which is the front of the coin that is missing the clad layer. This one was graded by NGCA mint state 62. Remember, the highest grade we can get in grading is 70. So this is a relatively low grade comparatively in the mint state grade. But isn't this such an interesting look here? So if your quarter looks like this, you could have something that's missing the clad layer, which increases the value significantly. This one quarter that has some damages and other things going on to it sold for $156. Here's a 1971D 25-cent Washington quarter with the reverse clad layer missing. Again, this is graded by NGCA mint state 64, and this quarter sold for $168. Up next, we have a Georgia statehood quarter that was triple struck and 40% off center. So look at this coin. You can see that it wasn't struck properly in the center, which is great and can make the coin very valuable. But on top of that, it has another error, and that error is the fact that it was struck multiple times. So this mint error, graded by PCGS a mint state 64, sold for $414. So if you ever come across something that looks like this, you could have something that's worth good money. Up next, we have a 25-cent Washington quarter from 1988, and this is a multi-struck coin. So if your quarter has multiple strikes like this, it may be worth getting graded and selling for good money, because this NGC mint state 65 quarter sold for $575. Here we have a 1999D 25-cent Pennsylvania statehood quarter with multiple strikes graded by NGCA mint state 64. Now it is possible to find these in circulation, but it will be pretty challenging. I'm always looking through my spare change to see if I have anything like this, because this quarter, this one 25-cent quarter, sold for $690. Up next, we have a 1999P 25-cent Connecticut statehood quarter that has a triple strike. Again, this is a pretty uncommon error, but it is possible to happen and something we should be keeping our eyes out on. And this quarter sold for $718. This is a really cool one. So this is a 1969D 25-cent quarter struck on a cent planchette graded by a PCGS a mint state 63 red brown. So this is the size of a penny, because the planchette that it was struck on was the same planchette they used for Lincoln head pennies. So this quarter was not supposed to be struck on this penny planchette, but this quarter sold for $833. Up next, we have a 1976 25-cent clad Washington quarter struck through cloth on the obverse, which is the front of the coin. This one graded by NGCA mint state 66, and because this one had a strike through a cloth object, this quarter sold for $881. Here we have something that looks like scrap, but it's anything from that. This is a 2000D 25-cent South Carolina statehood quarter struck 9 times. That is so many times that one quarter can get struck, and that's why this quarter looks like it's completely obliterated, just completely damaged here. And this one quarter that looks like scrap metal sold for $2,990. Up next, we have a 1970S 25-cent Washington quarter overstruck on a George the 5th Canada quarter graded by NGCA proof-like 64. So the proof-like appearance will have a lustrous, shiny appearance, and the grading companies will be the ones to determine whether your coin is a proof or not. You can see on the front of the coin near Washington on the right there, you can see the S mint mark, which stands for the San Francisco Mint, where this coin was minted. So during the minting process, there was a error on this coin, and it is a pretty uncommon error, but there is a huge possibility of this happening to different different types of coins and error quarters just like this one, so keep an eye out for anything unusual. You can see in the backdrop of this quarter, you can see the design of the Canada quarter there, and because this one was so sought after and graded as a proof-like 64, this quarter sold for $7,800. This is an amazing coin. So this is a 2000 Lincoln cent struck on a 2000p Virginia statehood quarter graded by PCGSA Mint State 66. So you want to make sure that if you are buying one of these things, you don't get scammed, because there's some people out there that will try to make this error look like it's genuine. So someone will take a quarter and then put a penny on top and smash it together with a hydraulic press and make it look like an error. But because this one was graded by PCGS, it's a genuine coin. PCGS is highly recognized as one of the best, if not the best, grading company, and they know when a coin is authentic and genuine, just like this one. So if you ever come across something that looks like this, you literally hit something that is worth so much money, because this quarter sold for $15,600. Hit that subscribe button, it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video.